The upload is active, and potato chips. I can even see other streamers doing their thing. That being said, I can't contact 911 via my phone or any other sites via the internet. Meaning that if the hospital isn't haunted by malevolent spirits, my phone provider certainly is. So, if you're watching this, please call the police for me. I'm seeing that I recorded the whole thing save for the last 3 shots, so there should be plenty of evidence on my stream records. That being said, I'm not leaving if there's any chance that woman might be alive. Worse, let's go.
And where exactly do you think you're going?
Andy!
In the flesh. Speaking of which, I ain't seen hide nor hair of your victim's body, or even any evidence of a murder at all.
Owen mentioned that there may have been experiments going on in a hidden part of the hospital. That woman might have been a subject.
Okay, but I'd take anything that Owen fella says with a grain of salt.
But what if the gunshots weren't bullets? What if they were sleeping darts?
Do sleeping darts fire at the same volume as a regular gun?
I don't know. I wouldn't even know if what I heard was a regular gun.
I'll admit, despite how I may look, I ain't exactly had much involvement with guns myself.
What's that supposed to mean?
A giant black man. You don't think I look like a gangbanger?
No?
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
So, where did you go?
Honestly, I thought I'd heard something on my way to you. Thought maybe our shooter had run past me. Went and scoured the wing I was in.
Anything?
Not a thing, and I'm sure of it.
How sure?
More sure than you'll reasonably be willing to believe on my word alone.
For the sake of my sanity, I'm going to start by believing you. Is there anywhere in that wing that might conceal a secret lab?
Other than the waiting room, every single wall, but not the support beams, thank Almighty, have been knocked out. Looks like some kids were playing at demolition. If they're hidden, then the government agency behind these clandestine experiments possesses powerful cloaking technology, and it'd probably be best for us just to stand back and let them do their thing.
Never!
Then it's a good thing they don't have cloaking tech and it's just plain old empty.
How do you know that they don't have cloaking tech?
Because last I checked, this wasn't Star Trek.
Sorry, you're right. Getting a little paranoid here. We should check the other wings.
Sounds good, but I want to make sure he doesn't sneak past us while we investigate.
Why do you have salt? Is it for ghosts? Does salt work on ghosts?
Not that I know of. I use it for ice and stuff when I'm spelunking. Throw a bit evenly across the ground in front of the door and we'll know if it gets opened.
Good. Let's check on the others.
You know, the best idea might be to just get up and go.
Not without at least looking for the woman. And definitely not with those other 2 being idiots and staying here.
It's hard to argue with that logic.
Then let's go!
Sure thing. Who you want to check out first?
Which do you think is in greater danger?
Honestly, us. Not even making a joke this time. But out of the 4 of us, who is most likely to be shot without provocation? Just asking. And again, between the 4 of us, which one is risking drawing a lot of attention to herself by live streaming a potential clandestine government operation?
Oh, yeah. Good point. Thanks for that.
It's okay. Seems like my job today is to keep things scary.
All right. Where do I go next? Are you serious? I get a response to that? If I get on the internet and find out you all didn't call the police, I'm quitting streaming and going back to work at local commodity exchange.
What is it?
My chat finally updated, but the only response I got was to go check on Raven. They probably want me to rescue the damsel in distress. Ugh. Come on, guys, I'm a damsel too.
I think if you were in distress, you'd be more inclined to leave.
I think I've played too many video games. I can't just leave after seeing something like that.
Yeah, well, smart thing to do would be to run. Either you've got a murderer or a ghost. Either way, it's not something you're exactly equipped to deal with.
No, it's cool. I got my photon beam pack in a trunk.
Have you actually even seen the movies?
Dear lads and ladies, please forgive my heresy, but I've only seen the 2016 version.
Could be worse. Could have only played the video game.
The video games are good.
Shouldn't be surprised to hear that from a streamer.
You know, we've been walking and talking for a while, but I haven't seen any sign of Raven.
Maybe she took flight.
Ah, very punny. Raven! Raven!
This is one of the bigger wings of the hospital. I spent a long time here earlier searching for a way to the basement.
I thought you said it was flooded.
I was hoping some part wasn't. Anyway, we should split up if we want to look for her. Her and the killer, too.
Are you, sure we need to split up?
I thought you said you were equipped to deal with a killer.
I said I had an electron pack, not a way to deal with the murderer.
You'll be no worse off than you were when you decided to stay here. Just scream real loud if you start getting shot.
Oh, sure, like you wouldn't hear the gunshots. I gotta be honest, I'm starting to regret my decision to stay. Could someone remind me why I haven't run for the hills yet? Oh yeah, because I can't leave that dumb girl or that idiot frat bro here to get ganked. Seriously, this is like the plot to a bad B movie. Let's just ignore the only one who has any sense. We sure won't get murdered. Okay, yeah, I really don't have an excuse to talk. I just don't want to find out Raven or Owen, even though I literally only just met them, died because I left them here alone.
You shouldn't be worried about us.
Raven?
This is not a place for you.
What is that supposed to mean?
It means that this is not a place for you. You should not stay here.
I can't argue with that. We should leave. You should come help me convince Owen, too.
No, this is not a place for you. This is our place.
Is this some kind of joke? I'm having a real hard time reading this conversation.
Do you know of the first death in this hospital?
No, but I have a feeling you're going to tell me.
A bird. No suffering patient. Just an idiot bird who landed in setting cement. A fossil before its time.
Okay, what does that have to do with anything?
It was the first thing to die here.
Okay, how about we pause your audition for an extra in a horror movie and focus on getting you out of here?
But I haven't told you about all the other deaths that have happened here.
That's nice. Let's get out of here. Andy, I found Raven!
That's great.
Now let's get out of... Did she just do the superhero thing? Not the one with the landing, the thing where they disappear when you look away for a second. I always found that whole thing sort of contrived. Shows what I know.
Where's Raven?
She ran off.
At least she's fine. No sign of your murderer.
My conversation with Raven makes me think that whole thing was some contrived prank.
I'm certainly starting to wonder about the murderer.
Let's just go look for Owen. So, is this how you expected to be scared on your Halloween night?
No, but I can also safely say it's not my worst.
Really? A murder isn't your scariest Halloween?
None really.